Hello, my Biblio darlings. It's so good to see you. Welcome back to Bibliothesia, and my name is Mally. And the book that we're going to be reading today is called Memory Jars. But before we do, let me share with you 3 funny knock-knock jokes. Are you ready? The whole purpose of the knock-knock jokes is to help you laugh, and when you laugh, your body automatically relaxes. So let me reach for my joke book and read to you some jokes. Ready for the first one? Knock, knock. Who's there? Figs. Figs who? Fix the doorbell, it's broken. I love knock, knock jokes. Here's the next one. Knock, knock. Who's there? Olive. Olive who? Olive here. Why are you in my house? Olive here. Oh, I live here. Why are you in my house? And here's our third and final joke. Knock, knock. Who's there? Orange juice. Orange juice who? Orange juice coming outside to play? Aren't you coming outside to play? Well, go outside to play in just a bit. First, let's hear the story, Memory Jars. And here's what the inside cover says. Frida is devastated when she can't eat all the delicious blueberries she's picked. She has to wait a whole year before they're back, and she doesn't want to lose them. Then Gran reminds her that they can save blueberries in a jar as jam. So Frida begins to save all her favorite things, like the yummy scent of a just-baked chocolate chip cookie, brand new crayons with pristine pointy tips, and a color shaped exactly like a unicorn, a cloud. But it turns out that saving everything also means she can't enjoy anything. And Frida realizes that some things are best saved as memories. Memory Jars by Vera Brosgol. And it has a picture of blueberry jam. On a hot, sweet, sticky July day, Frida went blueberry picking with her Gran. Oh, there's her Gran. And there's Frida. And it looks like Frida is picking blueberries and she has some in her hand. Deep among the bushes full of fat blue fruit, Frida ate as many as she picked. Oh, yes. They tasted like sweet sunshine. They were the best right then, and they'd never be better. She ate until her fingertips were purple and her stomach felt like a giant blueberry. But still, there were so many left. I can't do it. I can't eat them all, moaned Frida. Calm down, French fry, said Gran. We can put them in a jar and save them. I use them for my special jam every year. It was your grandpa's favorite recipe. Aww. Frida remembered her grandpa eating toast every morning with glossy purple jam on it, making sure it was spread all the way to the crust so every last bite was sweet. Do you do that with your jam? I do that. Frida remembered her grandpa. Oh, and there's Frida looking at a picture of her grandpa. He looked like a really nice man. So if we save the berries in jars, they'll be just as good, asked Frida. Yes, said Gran. The jars keep them preserved for a long time, so we can eat blueberries in January if we like. Frida had an idea. Oh, look at Frida looking at the jar, at the empty jar. She tried her idea out on one of Gran's fresh chocolate chip cookies. It was very, very hard not to eat it. Oh, brand new cookies? Oh, yummy. She put the cookie jar under her bed, said goodnight to Gran, and sort of slept. Well, it looks like Frida is in bed, and her eyes are going towards the side. The next morning, she checked. Oh, there's the cookie under the bed. And it had worked. The cookie would be warm and yummy forever. She had saved it. Frida wondered what else she could save. Oh, look. As Frida's opened the jar, there's some scent of freshly baked cookies. Yummy. There's Frida with a wagon load full of empty jars, and she has a whole bunch of empty jars in her hand. It looks like her grandma is looking at her, probably thinking, what is that girl up to? Frida saved all kinds of things, like a warm cookie, Halloween candy, a new stuffed animal with a tag still on, unbroken robin's eggs, poppies, unscuffed sneakers, brand new crayons, Rocket Pop, unmelted. Oh, I wonder how long it'll be in the unmelted form. Frida didn't want Jack, her best friend on the entire planet, to move to Arizona at the end of the month. Aww. There's Jack sitting down and there's a for sale sign, probably where his house is. Neither did he. And now he wouldn't. I wonder how Frida got Jack in the empty jar. Mrs. Alexander's beautiful singing voice drifted over the neighborhood, as it did every Saturday afternoon. Frida got some of the beautiful singing straight into one of Frida's jars where the song would live, safe and never-ending. The cloud that looked just like a unicorn would never be pushed back into a mushy nothing by the wind. The laser-bright rainbow would never dim as the sun moved. The full moon, her favorite shape, would never fade away and leave the sky empty and dark, making Frida feel alone. She took the stars while she was at it. Finally, Frida's favorite things were tucked away in jars. Everything would be saved and safe, just the same, forever. Almost everything. Aw, there's Frida holding an empty jar, and there's her grandma right in front. Oh, there's Frida looking up at her grandma. First she looks happy, then she's looking like concerned, and then she's saying, please, and there's a tear running down her cheek and the other cheek. And her grandma said, well, all right, French fry, anything you like. The neighborhood was very quiet as Frida and Gran went home. Oh, and it looks like Gran is in the jar. All that saving had made Frida hungry. Wow, look at everything that Frida has saved. The toast was warm and crunchy, crunch, but it was missing something. Something sweet. She spread the jam all the way to the edges. It tasted like... Oh, and there's Frida, and she just took a bite out of the toast. Look at all the things that the blueberry jam is reminding Frida of. When she went blueberry picking with her grandma, who calls her French fry. When she got stars. When she and Jack were licking those ice cream rockets. When she was drawing in the sunshine. When she was looking at a frog by a pond. And when she had bread with that beautiful blueberry jam with her grandma and grandpa. Frida put the toast down. Frida remembered. I wonder what Frida remembered. She unscrewed the lid so her grandma can come up. And she gave her grandma a great big hug. Aww. On a cold, blustery day in December, Frida had breakfast with her Gran. Whoops, we ran out of jam, said Gran. Don't worry, said Frida. We can make more next summer. Then she took a bite. It was delicious, just like she remembered. The end? Oh, and there's Frida. She's taking a piece of the toast with a blueberry jam and giving it to Jack, who has his hands up. Oh, what did you think of the story, Memory Jars? I thought it was so beautiful. Oh, it was simply heartwarming. Well, we've come to the end of our time together, so let's do our deep breathing exercise and we can close our time together. When you're ready, inhale deeply for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now hold the breath for Now exhale out for 8 like you're blowing out wind. Well, it's been so wonderful having you join in today's story, Memory Jars. And thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to come and listen. And if you've liked what you've heard, click on the subscribe button, click on the bell notification. It's been so wonderful having you join in today's story. Remember to come back to hear another story, and between now and then, please take really good care of you. Well, until then, see you later. Bye.